basically we need to create a user and we need to assign a password for that user, right? Then give the sudo permission. Okay, if you don't provide the sudo permission, it will throw us an error saying permission denied. Okay, in order to avoid that, we are using the sudo permission. So sudo permission in the sense, it is just like a duplication of root user. Okay, so root user will always be a like a king in an empire, right? Then password authentication. So by default in the AWS cloud, we can able to access it using the PEM file. Okay, without PEM file, we cannot able to log in into our lab machines here. Okay, so but that will not work with my master and slave. Okay, we cannot provide the PEM file for that server, right? In order to avoid that, what we are going to do is, okay. So in order to do that, we are making it as a passwordless communication using SSH key. Okay, but while for providing the password, SSH key, we should have a password authentication. Okay, hence we are making it as a password authentication here. And then since the Jenkins is working on Java based application, Java should be up and running here. Okay, hence Java we need to install it and then install the Jenkins. Okay, so these are all the things we need to do in a master server. Whereas the same in a slave server, there is no worries. Only create a user, password, set the password for the user, then give sudo permission and password authentication and Java, because Java should be mandatory. Okay. So these are all the checklist, guys. Okay. So we will do it from a scratch one more time. Okay. So guys, in a Windows machine, when you are getting this error, right, like this, it is coming in a red color, that is a workspace cleanup is not installed properly. So because basically it happens because of network issue, network slowness issue, or some file corruptions, it will happen like that. Just do a refresh one more time. It will try to download it. Okay, if not, later on also we can able to do it. Okay, so now let's log in into our AWS cloud. EC2 instance. Okay, so this is the one instance where my Jenkins is already available, but I will not use this instance, guys. I will use two fresh servers. Okay, so hence click on this launch instance. So select Red Hat machine. Red Hat 8 we are using of 64-bit. Okay, and T2 micro, that is the general purpose. And number of instance, we will make it as a 2. Add storage, so 10 GB is enough for us. Configure security group. Once again, here we will add a port number because my Jenkins listens the port number of 8080. So let's add it here only. Okay. The next, otherwise we can add it there also. Once the instance creates that, we can able to change that also. But here also we can able to add. Then launch instance, select the key pair. I am using the Devops as a key pair. Acknowledge it and click on launch instance. Okay, so once it is done, we can rename this instance. Okay, we will make both are same configuration only. We will make one server as a master one, another one as a slave one. Okay. Let's wait. Let's wait for this machine to come up, guys. Okay, so both the machine came up. Okay, so first we will configure the master machine. So click on this master machine and click on connect. You'll get an on command. Copy this command. Okay, then go to git bash. Sorry, go to your key pair location where you have saved the key pair. So here is my key pair, guys. Do a right click and select git bash here, and it's the command. Guys, any disturbance is there?
It's clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have logged into the machine. So first what we will do, first we will create a one user. Okay, so you can give any name. So use, if you are not using sudo now guys, so let's see what the error we will get it. Okay, the command to create a user guys in a Linux machine is user add. Okay, then provide the name. So I'm giving the name as a Jenkins. I'm just keeping it as a default guys. Okay, I don't want to customize because I used to forget. Okay, so hence I'm giving Jenkins on it. Okay, you can provide any name. So you can see we are getting an error like a permission denied. Okay, in order to avoid that, okay, what you can do is use sudo. Okay, and enter. Okay, if you don't get any error guys, that means it has came back to the command prompt in the Linux machine. That indicates the previous command executed successfully. Okay, then what we need to do is we need to set the password. Okay, so what is the password? PASSWD. So this is the command to set the password for any of the user in a Linux machine. Okay, here you won't find control panel, not anything, nothing like it. Okay, you need to use the command PASSWD with the username. Okay, it will prompt you for the password. Provide the password. I'm providing the same name as only password. Okay, done. Now what we have done is we have created a user and we have set the password for this guy. Now what we need to do is we need to give the sudo permission for this user. Okay, in order to do that, there is a one configuration file called as a sudo vi sudo. Okay, sudo vi sudo. So vi sudo is the file name. Okay, so sudo why I am giving, if you don't provide sudo, it will throw an error. Okay, we cannot able to do any changes there. Okay, hence I'm using sudo. And here you need to search for root. Okay, after root only we need to add. Okay, here you can see right root. So allow root to run any commands anywhere. So after this they have mentioned root user, right? So here on below I need to add my user. So where is the cursor here? Okay, so press I and it will come in a command prompt and then provide the name. So my username was Jenkins. So this is what the username, and down you'll find one more syntax called as the same thing without a password. Okay, so just copy this thing. Okay, and paste it out. Okay, and just give one space to enter. Okay, and then save this file. Simple. Okay, done. Then what we need to do is password authentication. That means right now I can able to log into this machine using the PEM file, not with the username and password. Okay, in order to make that, we need to make a one configuration changes. Okay, so that is available in a location called as a slash, sorry, sudo vi etc sshd underscore config. So under this one configuration file guys, okay, open this one. So you will find a password authentication as set as no. Okay, we have to make it as a yes. So where is the cursor? Here it is. Okay, okay, here you can see right, password authentication, they have mentioned it as a no here. Okay, what we need to do is we need to make this one as a yes here. Okay, then only the user what we have created, right, the Jenkins user, that user can able to log in using that his credential, that is his username and with his password. Okay, in order to do that, press I, it will come in insert mode and then make it as yes. Okay, and save this file. Okay, simple. Then this is done, guys. Okay, now what we need to do is passwordless communication we need to make from Jenkins master machine to slave machine. Okay, so but in order to do that, what we will do, we will make the changes. I mean, we need to restart the machine here. Okay, in order to reflect all these changes. Okay, create user will work, but sudo permission and password authentication, this will work after restart only. Okay, hence we need to restart this machine. Okay, so use sudo init 6, it will restart your machine here. Okay, fine. So the same we need to do it for the slave machine as well. That means the same one. Okay, what are the create user, password, sudo permission, password authentication. So all these things we need to make it in a slave machine as well. So in this machine as well. Okay, we will do the same now. So connect to the slave machine. So click on connect. So copy the command and paste it. Okay, so I logged it. So let me do the same. So sudo user add Jenkins. Okay, then set the password. Okay, then sudo permission we need to give vi sudo. So in order to do the search, plus slash and search for here, press N, it will go for the next one. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so where is the cursor here? Yeah, Jenkins. Okay, press escape, shift colon W2, it will save the file. Then one more configuration file in a location cd, so it's sudo vi slash etc sshd underscore config. So here we need to search for password authentication. Here we need to make this one as a yes. Okay, yes. Then shift colon wq, right? Okay, so it is done now, right? So what we need to do is we need to install a Java, Jenkins, and passwordless communication we need to do. Okay. So till that time, we will restart this machine as well in order to reflect the changes. Okay, we will exit from this git bash because it is not required. We will work on the mobile external now. Okay, so that here there we can open the multiple terminals. So click on the IP address of, I mean, click on the master machine which you wants to connect. Okay, and select the public IP address, and then go to your PuTTY or a MOVAX term, and click on sessions, click on SSH, and paste the IP address of your machine. Okay, it will ask you for the username and password. Provide the same. So my username was Jenkins and password is also Jenkins. Okay, right. So this is a master machine. Let me rename this one to master. Okay, I think now the second machine, the slave machine, will also be up, it seems. Let's try to connect. So again, click on new session, SSH, and paste the IP and enter. Sorry, it is IP is wrong. Username I mentioned wrong. Okay, so we will make this one as a slave machine. Let's change it. Okay. So now what we will do, we will install a Java in both the machines. Okay. So how to install? Sudo install. What is that? Java hyphen y. Enter. It will install a Java. So here also we will do the same thing. Sudo yum install Java hyphen y. Okay. Done this. Now what we need to do, we need to make a passwordless communication, right? So now we have installed a Java as well. Now we need to make a passwordless communication between our master to slave submachine. Okay, because these guys used to internally used to communicate, right? So in order to make that, we cannot provide username and password here, right? So how the master machine will input the username and password there, right? In order to avoid that, we are using the passwordless communication from master to slave. Okay, in order to achieve that, what we need to do is we need to generate a SSH key here. Okay, in a master machine. So the command is SSH hyphen key gen. So this is the command, it will generate a SSH key. Okay, just enter. It will ask you for the inputs. Don't provide anything, keep it default. Okay, enter, enter. Okay, so this is what the key, it has been generated now. So now what we need to do is we need to copy this generated SSH key to our slave machine. Okay, so how to copy paste here? Okay, some of the trainers, they used to do the manual tasks. Okay, going to the location, copying the file, that is not a recommended way. So the recommended way is to do it in a command prompt only. Okay, so how to do? So SSH hyphen copy hyphen id. So this is the command in order to copy the SSH key to our destination machine, that is our slave machine. Okay, then the syntax is SSH hyphen copy hyphen id. Okay, to which server you wants to copy and what is the user here. Okay, you can see the username we have created as Jenkins. Okay, hence provide Jenkins, that is my username of my destination machine. Then the IP address. Okay, so what is the IP address of my slave machine? So this is what the IP address of my slave machine. Copy it and paste it. Okay, enter. So provide yes. Okay, and it will ask you for the password. Provide the password for one time, and the next attempt it will not ask us. Okay, so right now we can see my command terminal here. So the IP is 172.31.41.214. Okay, now we have copied the SSH key here, right, from master to slave machine. Okay, now we can try, okay, whether it is communicating or no. Okay, how to try? Using the same command. Instead of copy hyphen id, just give ssh username at the rate IP address. Okay, enter. So when you do the enter, it has to log in into the slave machine automatically. It should not ask any password. Okay, enter. See guys. So previously it was a 214 machine. Now I have logged into the 66 machine. That is my slave machine here. See guys, 66 is my slave machine, right? That means I have successfully logged in from master to slave machine. From one server to another server, I have successfully logged in, guys. Okay, that means I have successfully achieved the passwordless communication between our master to slave machine here. Okay, so now what we will do, we will install a Jenkins. Okay, so in order to install the Jenkins, what I need to do is I need to download it. Okay, so yeah, there it is installed here. To Jenkins download, click on okay, we need to download this WAR file. Do a right click on this and select the copy link address and go to your terminal and execute the command wget and paste the URL, guys. Okay, it is saying wget command is not found. We need to install it. Okay, how to install? Sudo yum install wget hyphen y. Okay, it will install the wget for us. Once it installs, then we will execute the command one more time. It will work. It will download the Jenkins for us. Okay, it is downloading now. Okay, it is successfully downloaded. Let us check. Here you can see our WAR file has been downloaded successfully. Okay, now what we need to do? We need to install it. Okay, how to install? So Java -jar jenkins.war file. Just enter. Okay, so it will provide a one key, and parallelly what we need to do? We need to go to the browser and open in a browser. Sorry, we need to go to the console of AWS cloud here. Paste the IP address of your machine and provide the port number 8080 because our Jenkins listens the port number of 8080. Okay, so here it will be password will be available. Yeah, here it is. If you want to go to the under server, it will be available in this location, guys. /home Jenkins dot Jenkins secrets initial admin password. So go to this location and paste the password and click on continue. And we need to select install suggested plugins. Okay, it will install a Jenkins for us, guys.
One question, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, hello. Can you come? Sure, hello.
Sir, after installation of Jenkins, you use the command java-jar jenkins.war. Why use that command, sir?
In order to run that variable,
Okay, after installation, in order to run, you use that command, right, sir?
yes, exactly. In order
Okay.
to run that var file, we need to execute java-jar jenkins.var.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, why do you use this master and slave concept in Jenkins? Sorry, I joined late.
I told him, it's simple, Manjunath. In order to share the workload, we are using it. So let's say in your master machine, around 100 jobs is running here. Okay. Example, I'm saying. Okay. So if the same time, if your 100 job runs, okay, on your machine, so the
Mm,
workload will be high, right? In order to avoid that,
yes.
we are sharing the workload to another server. We will trigger a job in a master only, but the task will be
Mm.
executed in a slave.
So in that case, we can create multiple slaves if it is
Uh-huh.
more jobs
Yes,
are there, right?
yes, we can create.
So is there any benchmark like this many jobs assigned to particular slave, something like that?
Nothing like that, Manjit. Okay, so basically, let me show. I will tell you one second. Uh, there is a one configuration number of executes. Okay, so there we used to
Mm.
configure. I will explain one second. Okay, so this is our machine Jenkins server, guys. Okay, so I think this is not working fine. So this is our Jenkins master machine, guys. Okay, so now this machine we need to configure a slave machine, right? So slave we need to configure. We have server level. We have done all this configuration, guys. Okay, internally for Jenkins we need to inform, right? So where is the slave machine and rest of the configuration we need to do, right? So in order to do that, go to click on manage Jenkins. Okay, so here you'll get an option called as a manage nodes and clouds. Click on manage nodes. So as you can see, master, that is the server which is running is a master machine, hence it is coming master here. Okay, by default, the Jenkins, wherever it is running, that machine is called as a master machine. Okay, so now what we can do is we can add a slave machine here. Okay, so how to add here? Okay, in order to add a new machine, click on this new node. Okay, and provide the node name. Okay, let me give this node name as a slave. Sorry, slave. Okay, and click on permanent agent and click on OK. So okay, so here comes the name. So what is the name you want to provide? Then give the description. Okay, let me give my first slave machine here. So this is what I thought of informing you, Manjunath. Okay, number of executors is there, right? So this number of executor in the sense, the number of
Okay.
parallel jobs we can run in this slave machine. Okay, at
Mm.
particular the same point of time, how many jobs you want to run. Okay, that value it is. It will be in a real time. It will be 4 to 5. Okay, that will be it. It will be in that range. Okay,
Okay.
and in the
Okay.
interviewer also they may ask this question: what is this number of executor here? Okay,
Mm.
so the number of executor in the sense number of parallel jobs we can run in a slave machine. Okay, and this value will be around 4 to 5. Okay,
Okay. And what
and
about
this
the what is usually when we uh, what the memory size and disk space? So what is the usually in the real time we use it?
Normal server mentioned. Okay.
Hmm.
So in a server, just we are triggering one job, okay. But activity, whatever the activities is there, it is going to do in another machine, okay. And what is the server
But RAM
configuration?
matters, right? Because the machine will get slow.
Yeah, that is what it depends on your server configuration here. Okay, minimum
Mm.
should be around 16 GB of RAM is required.
Mm.
Okay, it depends on your, I mean, server in the sense minimum requirement will be available, right? So it is
Yes,
not
yes.
enough for us for a slave machine. Okay, because here we are not running any additional task. Okay, only this
Mm.
Jenkins related task here we are executing. Simple. Okay, yeah. Okay, then comes the remote working root directory. So remote root directory in the sense in a slave machine where exactly it has to work, because in a slave machine you will be having n number of location, right? But exactly in which location it has to work, right? So in order to do that, what you can do is you can create a one location in a slave machine. One second, this machine went down. What is this? 66, right? Okay. So 130. Okay. Okay. So this is my slave machine. So under this, what I will do, I will just create a one location here. Let's call it as a, we call it as a Jenkins workspace. Okay. I'm just creating a one directory here. Okay. Jenkins workspace. Take this location. Okay. It is available in a home Jenkins workspace. Okay. Copy it and paste it here. Okay. In a root directory where you want to work. Then comes the labels. So it is a just label to your slave machine. Okay, so you can provide any name for this one, like any name. There is not mandatory to have a same thing or something. So I will give this name called as a app server. Okay, and then so use this node as much as possible. Then launch method. So you need to select launch agent via SSH. Okay, we have configured the SSH, right? So now we need to provide the host name of your slave machine. That is the host name we can provide, or else IP address also. Anything is fine. Okay, provide the host name here. Okay, it is asking for the credentials. Even though we have provided the master and slave configuration, but still it is asking for the credentials. Just provide it. Slave.
I think this credential is asking for only one time, sir.
Yes, yes, it's only one time. Okay, so just provide something slave. Okay. So once you save this file, guys, there is a two files it is going to be stored under this location in the slave machine under home Jenkins workspace. There is a remoting and remoting.jar. Okay, because those are the configuration files. Okay, so click on save. So once you click on the save, it is saying you can see it cross mark, right? It has to go. Okay, if the configuration is correct, it will go in 1 minute. Okay, if it is wrong, so we need to check. Okay, you can see it is a cross mark. Just refresh it. Yes, you can see it has gone now. Okay, now what I can do, go to a slave machine and check under the workspace location. You got two files. Okay, there is one directory and one file. There is a remoting and remoting.jar. So basically these two are the configuration related files. Okay, so now what we will do, we will configure one job. Okay, so go back to dashboard. Okay, we will create a one job. We will trigger a job in a Jenkins master, but the task will be executed in a slave machine. Okay, so hence click on create job. provide any names. Okay, let me, it is coming automatically, my first job, and select freestyle. So freestyle in the sense it is a GUI one. So click on okay. Okay, so description, it's your wish, you can provide anything. Okay, so source code management. Okay, so where is my code here? Okay, it is in a GitHub, right? So hence click on Git. It is asking for the repositories URL. Okay, let's open one more tab. So github.com, because in github.com my code is available. So copy this URL and paste it here. Okay, it will throw us an error, guys, because Git is not available here. Yes. So we need to install a Git here. In order to do that, let me take a new terminal. So what is the IP of my master machine? It is 200. Okay, let's take a one more session of it. So where is the 200? Yes, here it is. So duplicate session. So just open that. Click on connect as. Provide the username. Okay, so this is a master machine. We need to install a Git here because Git is not available. Hence it is throwing an error. So sudo yum install git hyphen web. Okay, exit. It is done. Okay, so let's go back here to our Jenkins. Okay, in order to edit the existing job, guys, click on the job, click on configure. If you want to edit the existing job. Okay, so error gone. We need to provide the credentials here. Click on add and select Jenkins. Provide the username, Devops training. Okay, click on add. So once it is done, select the git credentials. Okay, so now this is what I have showed in the last session, guys. But now how I need to inform the Jenkins. Okay, so this job should run in a slave machine. Okay, if I just click on save and build now, it will trigger in a master only. But okay, if you want to run this in a slave machine, okay, what you can do is there is one option in the general section. Okay, restrict where this job can be run. Okay, so click on this. Okay, and label. So if you remember, I have provided the label there, something called as the app server, right? Try for it. Okay, you got it right, app server. Now what you can do is now click on save. Okay, and click on build now. Okay, so now the code will be, just I'm triggering the job in a Jenkins master, but the code will be downloaded in the slave machine Jenkins workspace. So error we got, failed. Error cloning remote repo, no such file or directory. One second. So click on configure. What is the username here? Correct, right? Devops training TRANING. Let's add one more time. Devops training. Okay, add new. Now save. Build now. Now also failed. Okay, once again. So sudo yum install git -y. Okay. Now let's figure one more time. Yes, now it is running because it was unable to create the initialize the git repository there. Okay, hence that issue. Okay, it is finished with success now. Okay, now we can check in the slave machine. Okay, so you can see I'm in a Jenkins workspace. I'm in /home/Jenkins and other Jenkins workspace. So here one workspace directory will be created. See here, workspace. Under that we'll have a file name, sorry, directory name called as the project name. You can see my first job. Go into this directory. Here you'll find your files which is available in a Git repository, right? So this is what the files which is available in a Git repository, and the same which is available in my Clear machine. Now it has successfully downloaded the job, I mean the code from the Git repository to your Jenkins workspace, guys. Got it now? Is it clear now? So this is what the master and slave configuration is. Clear, guys? Hello, Manjunath, Raja, Murli.
Yes, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, thank you. And one more second, another few minutes is there. Let's continue. Or else we'll come continue tomorrow then. Let's continue tomorrow, guys. Okay. Because I need to explain 3-4 steps. We'll continue tomorrow then. Okay, yes, please practice it out, guys. Okay, it is important topic in a Jenkins. Okay, please practice.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.
Bye.